What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In this video I give you 4 or 5 useful tips that have really helped me start winning in the Fortnite tournament mode. I've hit the 20-point mark multiple times by using these tips and strategies, and I hope that these tips that I give you really start helping you guys improve your gameplay and start winning in these tournament modes as well. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't be afraid to leave a like, a thumbs up, a subscription. I spent a lot of time making it, so it would really mean a lot if you give a like or a thumbs up if you enjoy the video. If not, no worries. Catch you guys next time. Peace.
You get to hear me now.
Alright guys, tip number 1 might seem like the simplest, but is by far the most important, and that is to just play your game. When people enter these tournament modes, they alter their gameplay for a variety of reasons. They think that they need to get points super quickly and that the only way to do it is to play super aggressive or to play super passive, and that's just not the case. Playing your regular game allows you to make the best decisions because when you play your normal game, you become familiar with your surroundings, which creates a subtle sense of confidence, and there's literally nothing more important in this game than confidence. Putting yourself in familiar situations will allow you to make decisions more quickly, more accurately, and more efficiently in order to play at the highest possible level. When you try to do things differently in tournament modes especially, you just set yourself back because you're trying to do things that you aren't normally accustomed to. For example, if you land Wailing Woods every game, don't try to land Tilted Towers and try to get your points by trying to get kills, because most likely it's not going to happen. Play a regular game like I do here. I land Greasy Grove 80% of the time I play. So in these tournament modes, I land Greasy almost every single time. When I land Greasy Grove, I know where every weapon spawn is, I know where every person's gonna hide, I know where I need to be to farm the best materials. I just know every little nicky-knack detail that I need to know that's gonna give me that slight boost in confidence over my opponent that's gonna propel me to the win in the 1 versus 1 situation. Guys, staying out of your head in these tournament modes is so important. And by staying out of your head, you're 100% gonna be you're gonna be mentally, you're gonna be ahead of your opponent, and that's gonna be huge. Landing in spots that you're familiar with and that you're accustomed with is going to give you that confidence and is going to give you that boost over your opponent. So tip number 1, and like I said, is the most important: play your game and land in the spots that you're accustomed to landing, and don't try to do anything out of the ordinary, and don't get in your head. Alright, this is just a little side tip, not tip number 2, but just a little side tip. I know I say play your game, but at the same time, don't be afraid to play aggressive. As you can see here, I'm in Greasy Grove, I'm familiar with my surroundings, I got mats, and I have weapons. If you have weapons early game, definitely push your opponents, because you have a huge advantage when you have good weapons early game. And it's a really good opportunity to pick up some quick points. So as you see here, I'm literally running after this guy with a rocket launcher. I'm not going inside. Don't go inside and play with noobs. It's not worth it. Just keep your high ground, play fundamentally, but play as aggressive as you can while also being responsible when you have great weapons early game. Come on, bro. Stop postponing the inevitable. Alright guys, so the second big tip I can give you, and I know this might sound like a small contradiction to that first big tip, but I don't want you to take it like that. The second big tip is to not be afraid to go or to change something up. So don't be afraid to go against what hasn't been working, if that makes sense. So for example, I know I said I land Greasy Grove a lot because that's what I'm most comfortable doing, but there was like a 4-game stretch where I landed there and it just wasn't working, man. So I decided to change it up. I landed Lonely Lodge. I got an early kill on this guy. As you can see, I hack it up for like 6 shots and I finally get him. But I went Lonely Lodge because I decided, alright, I'm not playing well, I only have 6 points, I need to change something up, something has to change. So what did I do? I went Lonely Lodge because I figured 1, I can get mats, 2, I know I can get shield because I can mine the mushrooms, and 3, if anyone does land there, there's probably not going to be that many people, so I can at least going to have some time to gather myself. So that's exactly what I did, and as you guys are going to see, it ends up working out because I decided to change it up and just change my strategy a little bit and just try something new, because I knew what I was doing wasn't working at the time. So sometimes you just need a break and you need to change things up so you can just refresh yourself. So yeah, tip number 2, don't be afraid to change things up. Don't be afraid to take little breaks of your normal routine, because sometimes it's exactly what you need. Just like you saw from me, it's what I needed, and I actually ended up winning this game. It was a nice little change of pace. You guys are going to continue to see the highlights here. It was a nice little change of pace, nice little difference in what I was doing, kind of took my mind off of the 4 deaths in a row, put me back in a positive mindset, positive mood, and then I played accordingly. Because trust me, you are going to play how you feel. If you're feeling good and you're feeling like you're playing well, you're going to play well. If you're in a bad mood and you're feeling like you're playing poorly, you're going to play poorly. These are little things, but mental things that are huge, and they really do make a difference. So next tip will come after this game. You guys can just watch out these highlights real quick. Okay, I lied, because this is just a perfect example to bring in tip numero 3, which is play positioning accordingly at the end of games especially. And this is because, as you all know, the storm now rotates, and I cannot tell you how often people die late game in these tournament modes because they didn't rotate early. So as you can see, again, this guy has a rocket launcher, so I'm just trying to get high ground on him. I don't even remember if it works out. It's a pretty garbage edit right there. But this guy keeps high grounding me. But notice how I've rotated into the circle. Notice how many people are left right now. And look, the second he takes high ground on me, it's kind of overpowered because you can just fly away right now. But I'm rotating all the time, just standing behind a tree. Keep an eye on my mats here. I only have 500 wood. I don't want to get in a gnarly build off of this guy because I don't have that many materials. So I'm just chilling back here, taking my time, playing accordingly. I know that the circle is going to be behind me, so all I have to do is turn around. So I pod up right here and play the positioning. I'm going to let you guys watch this out, but this is definitely tip number 3, and it's very important. It might sound obvious, guys, but I promise you, at the end of these games, so many people are going to get stuck in the circle. Just like I almost got stuck in the circle in that last clip you saw. I had to get out of there, and I actually took like 30 damage because I wasn't paying attention. So people are going to die to the moving circle. As you can see here, I start rotating, and the storm is just going to kill people off, man. I mean, look at this guy. He's healing in the storm, and I just take shots at him because I rotated before he did. Here you see this guy rotating, and this is just the end fight of the game, so I'll let you guys watch this out. It's pretty fun. But yeah, tip number 3, rotate accordingly at the end of games especially, because the moving circle, I promise you, kills players all the time. And if you put yourselves in the right position early, see right here, I almost F'd myself. I have to get out of here, and now I'm on the ropes. Luckily, these guys were fighting. But notice how if I would have been positioned earlier, I could have just been taking shots at these guys the whole time. FaZe Cloak and FaZe Tfue win their scrims and win the... Actually, they just won TwitchCon. They win these events a lot of the time purely just because of how good their positioning is. And I know they're great players, and obviously they win because of other reasons other than their positioning, but if you look at their games, a large reason why they are as good as they are is because they're so good at putting themselves in the right spots all the time. See, these guys are rotating out of the storm right now, and look at me. I just get to sit here, and then they end up killing themselves. But recognize the storm at all times, especially towards the end of the game when the circle is moving. It's going to give you an enormous advantage come endgame, I promise you. Yeah, I'm going to push that. Alright guys, so my next big tip is a combination of situational awareness and recognizing when the right opportunities present themselves. So here's a clip where I only have 1 kill, there's 19 people left, and I recognize that these 2 people are fighting, and it's a perfect opportunity for me to pick up 2 easy kills. 1, because that guy had no clue I was there. I was close enough to him where I could just point and click my sniper and get a quick kill. And 2, because I knew this guy he was fighting was low. I saw that he was down healing, so right when I killed him, I pushed this girl. I think she had only had like 140 health. I get 2 quick shots with my tack, and there's 2 quick kills and a crucial point that I needed in order to get to where I was. So recognizing when the right situations present themselves. Here's another one. I recognized that there's a guy camping behind here, and I figured, alright, he's camping. 1, he either doesn't have mats, or 2, he's not very good. So I'm going to press him instantly, which I did. You see I get a little headshot there, and I get a nice, quick, easy kill, which is just another step in the right direction. So making sure that you're recognizing when the right opportunities present themselves is going to be extremely important important because it's just going to make getting kills that much easier for you. So try to take the easier fights as opposed to the hard fights. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is by recognizing which fights are easier to take and which fights are going to be harder to take. So right now there's a big build fight to the northeast, and then there's people shooting to the northwest. It sounds like there's only one person shooting back there, so I see him, I take the shot, and it hits. And luckily it was that easy to get my 20th point, but I could have taken the fight to the northwest instead. Here's another clip where I'm just playing the storm. I know that there's a ton of people fighting over to my northeast, so I just get the quick kill on that guy, and none of this stuff matters now. But as you can see, I'm still just situational awareness. I'm just playing the storm. I could go take that fight if I really wanted to, but I don't need to. I'm just gonna make it easy on myself. I'm gonna let them do whatever they want to do, probably get each other low on health, and I'm gonna sit here in my pod in the storm and just hang out and go for the win. So this guy shooting me came up behind me and bought me in the face, and I didn't even see him. But here's just a clip of me not taking my own advice. So notice how I don't play according to the storm here. So watch, in 4 seconds it's going to change. 3, 2, 1. It changes, and look, the storm starts moving, and I'm not paying attention to that. I'm just paying attention to him shooting me. And imagine what gets me killed, boys. Yep, the storm. So play the storm. Situational awareness is going to be one of the most important factors. That's about all I got for you guys today with this video. I hope you guys really did enjoy it. If you guys found these tips useful, don't be afraid to leave a like and a thumbs up. I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Whatever, we got it. We got it, mate.